Hey y'all. Hello everyone. I'm going to be joined by Daphne in just a moment. I am really excited. I don't do lives often, so maybe I should do more of these. But welcome to the Reset in Motion. I'm really excited. Hi Dina. I'm really excited to welcome Daphne, who's going to be joining me in just a minute. Daphne, well, I'm going to let Daphne tell you all about herself. But as you know, I have really been playing in by Tracy Land around the Reset Framework. And we have just been having an amazing time with working the Reset Framework live in our Reset rooms and the one-on-ones that I've had the privilege to and honor to be hanging out in with some folks. Listen, this is for the strong ones. This is for you, Dina, and everyone else who wants to live their fullest life inside of the life they're living, right? This is not an escape. This is a reset. And so I'm really excited to welcome Daphne shortly because we've had an amazing reset room that's not done yet. These are folks who attended the live reset Zoom that I did about a month ago and really shared the framework and how you can change your life and how I've learned and I've gleaned from working with thousands of people within major corporations and startups and individuals, and over my years, that's my door slamming. And how to walk forward one step at a time into the life that you want. See, what I've learned is that you don't need to run away to an island. I love to fly, y'all know that. And I live abroad now for the most part and have been doing so for the last 10 years. So it's not something that I would not recommend. But what I have learned is you can run all you want from your life. But if you don't take a look at where the energy is leaking and what is really going on, then you're not going to be happy anywhere for sure. But also you might realize if you just take a moment to breathe, get clear, really take a look at who and what matters most and who you want to become, and then simplify. If you take nothing from this tonight, it is to simplify, right? Simplify what you are doing in terms of the next step. We often, especially the strong ones, we like to grab a hold of everything. We need to tackle everything. We need to change everything tonight. We need to stop the 2 a.m. Nonsense that's rolling around in our head about all the things that we need to do. And in fact, we don't. We actually don't. We just need to get clear on what we need to maybe drop, delay, and we base that on who we're becoming and what we want to show up as and who we want to show up as and who we want to serve. And then we take that one thing, that's our favorite thing in the reset room, that one thing, and we move it forward. And we don't move it forward like in a month or weeks. We move it forward in 24 hours. 24 hours. And here comes Daphne. Let me see if I can get her in to join us. Here she comes. Awesome. Yes. Here joining us, so she's going to tell us a lot more about that. But that's where Daphne comes in. And Daphne, who I worked with one-on-one. Hey, Daphne. You
Hey!
made your way in.
Woo-hoo.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait.
I had to
Listen,
join
I was
via
just
my phone. I thought I would be able to do it on my computer, so my apologies for being late.
No, you're perfect timing. You're perfect timing. I'm just introducing the reset and telling him a little bit about how's things in New Jersey. I'm hot here in Merida, y'all. This is part of my reset, and I've had many because the reset, Daphne knows, is a practice, right? I don't really like to use the work. Like sometimes when I'm using ChatGPT, it likes to put in like the work. I'm like, it's not, right? That for us strong ones, it makes us feel like, oh, more work. It's a practice, right? Someone like harkens back to, of course, my personal days and my personal life of practicing meditation and all those things. This is a practice. And so the great thing about the reset is it is just that. You reset every day. You take a look at what's going on, what, like I call them energy leaks, what energy leaks you want to close the loops on. And it's always better when you're with a community or with someone who can mirror those things to you. And then you simply simplify. Like, I'm going to use that twice. Simply simplify and break it down to one thing that you can do today that will move you forward in your life, and not just move you forward, because there's a myriad of things that we can do to move ourselves forward. I tried it, y'all. I tried it on 5 continents, and I tried to do all the things at once, and that didn't play. So what I learned is through this framework, right, which is to regulate. First, you need to stop, you need to pause, you need to take a look at how you're breathing and how you're moving. Just stop. And then you need to, in that regulation, you need to just unload it. And the best way I know how to do that is to write it all down. Like, get it out of your head. Like, what are the things that are keeping you up at night, causing you nightmares, or, like I say, demons chasing me in my sleep, or causing you to be distracted from the people you love, really love, and the experiences that are amazing. I can't tell you how many trips and concerts and loves that I've missed in those moments because I've been so worried about the other things that were on my mind. And then we exhale, which means that we set it aside for a minute. You cannot, when you are obsessing, Daphne knows this, when you're obsessing about all the things you haven't done or all the things that are going on in your life, once you've gotten them out, I like to say vomited, right, onto paper. That's how I do it, right? Just let it go. You need to walk away from it. So the exhale is really about actually going to move something, like go kiss your boo, go move your body, go, for me, it's go play tennis, go for a long walk, maybe do some yoga, whatever it is. It could also be just literally take a sip of water. It could envision maybe the life that you really want to be living, maybe within your life, or maybe something different that you'll discover. And then it's simplify, which is my favorite step in the reset, which is, this is not as hard as we make it. I know we can do hard things. I've heard it too, but we don't have to. We don't have to. Half the time we're just trying to do all the things, and that's what makes it hard. And the thing that we want to do, we are going all the way to the end instead of taking a breath and saying, what is the next simple, clean / slightly messy thing that we can do to get this out there into the universe, into the world, right? And then finally, it is evaluate. We pick the simple thing we can do, and then we evaluate it again. Like, is this the simplest thing I can do to get this thing moving? Because we're all high pressure individuals who are living lifing, especially in these days. And then the final is to take action, right? That's where most of us drop the ball, right? I am a doer. I am. But oftentimes I don't always simplify, or I don't always evaluate it to see, like, is this the thing that's going to help me become the person that I want to become and help the people who I want to help? But the take action is where the majority of folks that I've worked with over the years in every aspect of my career, that folks will balk on. They won't do it. Thank you, Daphne, for nodding, because it's coming back to you. They won't do it. They think it's not perfect. It's not ready. It's not, oh my goodness. I was just working with a client earlier today, private, and that was the thing. It was like, don't do it. So I was like, great, no problem. This is you. Make a draft. Do it for yourself first. And what we do in the reset is that action is 24 hours. So it's something small, or simple is the word. So simple is relative to different people. So with that, I want to introduce my guest, right, who is also my friend, which is wonderful to be able to work with someone who is so brilliant and talented and lovely. Hi, wonderful Dee, and amazing, and who I have had the privilege of working with in the corporate setting years and years ago. So I know her power, and she knows mine for sure.
Yes.
And revisiting and resetting this relationship now in this way. Daphne, if you don't mind me saying, Daphne and I worked one-on-one in our reset.
Yeah.
You can tell more about that. And now is in the reset room and has some really amazing things that are out in the world today in a very, very short time. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Daphne. Daphne, we want to hear about you. We want to hear about your reset experience. We want to hear about what you're doing now and what you've got on the table because you've been hanging out with us peeps over here in Merida. Daphne.
Hey, well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for having me. You are awesome, Tracy. Thank you so much. And this experience with you and going through the reset process has been, I didn't even realize that I needed it until I went through it. And I'm so glad that I did, because when you're going through changes, sometime you do need to make that reset. You need to pause, stop, think, and realize, just take one thing at a time. Because when you're coming from the corporate background, like the both of us have been, we're used to multitasking, doing so many things, and then you have those items in addition to personal. So you have all these things. I got to do this. I have to do that. And we're such perfectionists as well. We want to make sure, well, this is not ready. So in essence, it sort of kind of delays that whole process, and then you end up not doing anything. So I just love that I was able to go through this with you, and kind of really reset, and which is perfect at the time for me right now in my life. And starting this travel, adventure with Dalhan's Travel. That has always been a dream of mine. Actually, 30 and more so years ago. I know I don't look that old. Thank
No,
you.
none of us do.
Right.
No, definitely not. You're fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I said, you know what, while I'm going through my own pivoting process right now, why not get this started again? And then reconnecting with you helped me to focus, to put my foot into the ground and actually just send it out, Daphne. Just do it. Just, create that flyer, create that package, and, then that will help you throughout this whole process. That'll take you into the next stage and the next level. So I really appreciate you for doing that. And the package that we were able to work on literally within 24 hours, um, it's a 4-day reset vacation to Nassau, Bahamas, and it includes your airfare, it includes your hotel taxes, it includes travel insurance, which is important. It also includes a $300 Cabana credit and a $100 food and beverage credit through the Hyatt. So this is actually with the Grand Hyatt at Bahar Mar in Nassau, Bahamas. So it's a wonderful, wonderful, great brand new location. So I thought it would be a great start to my, you know, exposure into the travel.
Absolutely. Oh, did you pause, Daphne? Or maybe that's it. Oh, you're back. Are you back? Tell us, I
Okay.
love this. And this was 24 hours, people. So this is amazing. Daphne, tell me about your experience in the reset, and how we went from, you know what, I'm not sure, to this. What was, I think some folks probably want to know what I do inside of those and what really worked for you. Is there something specific that you were like, the light went on? What really helped you to, after all this time, to get from A to launch?
Making that list of, items that are pressing on my mind right now, and then eliminating those items that I could do at another time or not have any need to have any access to, because these are probably items that belong to somebody else that I was holding on to. So that was like an aha moment for me. I was like, okay, yes. So these items, and so it helped me to focus on what's most important and how to zero in on that one thing.
Yeah.
So that was a huge moment for me. And then being able to breathe in and breathe out and say, okay, let's make a plan. Now,
Yeah.
how do we move forward with this one thing? What
Yeah.
do we do, and how do we take action in making it happen?
Yeah. What the thing that Daphne's referring to, thanks, Daph. The thing that Daphne's referring to is in the reset room and also in private sessions. The first thing we do is, of course, take a breath and just ground because that's never going away in anything that I do. The breath is everything. And especially being able to just exhale. We don't often, high pressure folks, we just don't often just have a safe space to do that for a minute. And it's just a minute. So for those of you like, I don't want the hula baloo, it's a minute to just ground yourself and to come back to you're safe, all is good. You need to tell your body that you're safe so you can make some space to do the next thing, which is what Daphne was referring to, which is the brain dump. Right. So you get in the reset room as well as, of course, in private sessions, you get a good amount of time to just write down everything that's pressing on you, anything that you're thinking of, anything you're dreaming of, but you've delayed. Hello, the travel package, the travel company, the side
Yeah.
hustle, all of that. You get that time to just get it all out on paper because so much of what I've learned in my experience of living this life and living my dreams out loud is we keep them in our head, and that's a can be a very scary place. And it's not necessarily a place where you can work it out, where you can do things. It's just too busy. There's life is lifing, and so that's what Daphne did during that time to just get it out so you can see it. Also, you can see in that time, and Daphne, you disagree or agree, you can see the absurdity of some of the things. Like that's not even mine. Like I'm
Right.
hanging out with this thing 24/7 and it doesn't even belong to me. It's somebody else's job or it's someone else's thing or it's old. It's past its due date. Why am I not just, putting that off, dropping that? The last thing I want to say on that is we're not delaying to delusion, and I like delusion a little bit. I'm known to say that in all of my big workshops with all of my major clients. I'm like, I like a little delusion. Nothing really happens in a major way without delusion, so keep that in mind. But it's important for you to be mindful of it. So Daphne, we worked together, and you got to this point where can you just talk about like the takeaway that you had for 24 hours and then how this 4-day reset getaway in Nassau, Bahamas came to fruition from that point? We hung up and then your action item was, and how did you flesh it out from there? And what tried to get in the way? I think that's what some people will probably ask. Like what tried to get in the way of you not doing it?
Yeah. Um, so after we got off the phone, I thought, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to put out there? And then I realized that I am a specialist for the tourism board, in the Bahamas. So, and I'm a Bahama mama. I'm from the Bahamas.
I like the
So why?
Bahamas. Yes.
So why not look into a package from the Bahamas? So that's where this all came from. And in doing so, I went right away on my website and I looked up several hotels. I got several, packages together, and I just felt that this was a really great deal because you got a $300, you know, Cabana credit, you got $100 food credit. I was like, this is great. This is lovely. And it's only, 1,500 or, 19.99 if you have two persons, depending on the weekend. So this
Yes.
whole package is available until April 29th, though. So you have to get on board, and there's limited,
Limited
space available.
travel, right?
Exactly. So, and it's for June and July. There may be some, possibility that we can get it extended. That's something that I'd have to check with my agency with. But, it's June and July, any Thursday through Monday. It's 4 days. So I felt that that would be a comfortable time to have a reset, from anyone who wants to get away for the weekend and just kind of relax and reset.
Yeah.
And
No,
so I
I
just,
yeah. So
Yeah.
I should jump in and say I'm not getting commission off of that, y'all. By the way, so maybe I might go, but I'm
Yes.
certainly not. I'm certainly not doing that. I'm just super super excited for this reset because it is a
Yeah.
complete turnaround in terms of what you're doing, and that's what excites me. That's what makes me really happy about it. What would you say is your biggest takeaway about this in terms of the how you practice this going forward? Is this, I know we're of course we're continuing to work together, but tell me about how this can be helpful for other people and who are thinking about it, and also just for you. I mean, we've got this package that's out there that did not exist literally like just a couple of days ago, and now it does. And I see you moving in a different way, you speaking in a different way, you excited about life in a different way. And I try to talk about that in terms of my high pressure reset rooms and my one-on-ones and the 5 minute high pressure reset that I offer, that it doesn't take much to move the needle and to start enjoying the life that you're in. It really just doesn't. And so I would love to know, like, what's your takeaway for how you continue this and continue to practice this, besides join the reset room and hang out with us regularly and, stalk us.
Absolutely. Well, my takeaway is it really was an eye opener. I look at my dumping a little bit different, like, in our process. So, if I feel as though I'm getting a little stuck when I'm working with my travel agency, that's what I'll do. Actually, just in that little area of my travel agency. Okay, Daphne, what's important now? Are you going to work on this project or that project? So it certainly helped me become more centered and structured, and really focusing on what's most important. And it makes me so excited. Like, I'm really over the moon excited. I actually posted a video on YouTube, and literally it got like over 2,000
Amazing.
views. And I was like, it's just water.
No.
It's
Okay.
just,
We've talked about this. I want to tell the world right now. There's nothing like a beach. A beach sells. Believe me, it sells for me personally. I met with a friend today, and we did some co-working together and some masterminding. She's actually part of my mastermind group here in Merida. And amazing, amazing, amazing
of course,
entrepreneur,
of
shout out
course.
Erica. And I was like, "Did you go to the beach yesterday? Did you go to the beach? You better say that that was pre-recorded from another time, and you did not tell me." A beach is the sell. Everyone, if you're on this or commenting later, just put that into the chat. The beach is the
Is
sell,
the
and
smell.
a Bahamian beach, please do not play with me for sure. That is the sell. Well, it's really, really exciting to hear about that. And I can't wait to hear about what continues to happen. We want to hear more from you. This,
Thank
if
you.
I may, this is a life work for me. And the reset and all the things that the derivatives of it come from living and being in that space, being, as Daphne knows, running the show at the highest levels in corporate America, to really making change in my life. And it started within the life I was living. So one of the things that's really important that I've discovered over the years is reminding yourself that it doesn't need to be. I know all of you think I'm on vacation all the time. I'm not hanging out in Asia and here and living abroad. We're not. We're not just sitting around drinking cocktails. We're doing amazing work out here. But it is a fantasy life for a lot of people. And what I am reminded of, and I remind you of with love, right, is that you don't have to leave your life to live your life. Ooh, that's something, right? You don't have to
Another
leave. Woo!
Tracyism.
Another Tracyism. You don't have to leave your life to live your life. I did,
Yeah.
and I'm very happy that I did in the end, and that all the things that have transpired in my life have moved me into this direction. But that was after, again, the framework. That was after pausing, stopping. Listen, what I'm doing right now is not working. And Daphne and I talked about it. It's not working. It's not coming out in the same way. And it's because most often in my time as a coach, as a consultant, as a life design engineer, and helping people to get what they want in their lives in so many different realms, starting off in organizational development and leadership development in corporate America, now my own company, Trait by Tracy, for almost going on 20 years. Crazy talk. We are 20, Daphne.
Yeah.
I have discovered that it just takes pausing and reflecting, and then it does take dumping and delaying and some delusion a bit, right? But mostly it's the dumping and delaying to get to the end. And as we get to the wrap shortly, I want you to remember this, because Daphne and I talked about this question, and I talk about this in the reset rooms, which really run themselves, by the way. So it's a group community experience, and I've got another reset room starting on May 9th. And I would love to have you be a part of that. It's 4 weeks. We do one session a week, 60 minutes. We do what's called a reset sprint. So this is not like lecture. This is come and work it out. Daphne has been a part of it, and it's real life. You don't have to do any homework or prep work. You just bring what's whirling around in your mind at 2 a.m. in the morning that you want to close some loops on, that you want to start to move in the direction of your life and clear some space. And we end that time with a takeaway to help you move forward. And that's starting on May 9th. And what I've learned in that time is, again, the regulate, the exhale, to move away from it for a minute. You don't have to go to another country. You can literally just get up and get a drink of water to move away from it after you've dumped it. The simplifying, the simplification is the key. And that's what I actually have learned to do well. This Gemini chick has learned to actually say, what is the simplest thing that I can do today? Daphne did it. If Daphne and I did it, and we are two type A recoverers, we are recovering, right? Well, I am Daphne. I don't know if you want to recover, but I did, right? From
Yeah.
it, in terms of just taking the one next, I like to say, clean or slightly messy step forward, and then evaluating that a little bit more, and then just taking the action very quickly. So I hope that you'll join Daphne at the tell us about that really quickly again, Daphne, before we wrap up. Tell us about the trip one more time, because I'm super excited, and y'all, I'm really trying to figure out how I can go in June and July with already travel booked. I need to do
Yeah. We have got to do this, Tracy. It's any Thursday through Monday, and it's 4 days in Nassau, Bahamas at the Grand Hyatt Bahar Mar. And it includes your hotel, your airfare, taxes, insurance, travel insurance. Oh, one travel bag. Now, I know some of y'all like to be traveling with 2 or 3. No, one.
No, I'm a one bagger. Also,
You are?
I'd rather upgrade than pay another baggage fee. I'd rather just be in first class or business class than pay for $100 bag.
Well,
That
see,
is for sure.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I know my girl. I know. Yes.
I'm like, give me the champagne over the bag. I don't care about the bag.
So
All I
this
need
is a
is a
wonderful
bikini and a black
package.
dress. I'm good.
Yes.
And
So
it's Thursday through Monday. Go ahead.
Thursday through Monday, 4 nights. The Grand Hyatt, Bahar Mar, your flights, your hotel, taxes, not transportation, but I can arrange that for you. White glove service. I will be helping and assisting with everything. So yeah, absolutely. Reach out to me. Let me know if there's anything that I can do for you. Daphne, DAPHNE HANNN, that's 3 N's, at gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to set up a time, and we can work through this for you now, April 29th.
And you can also find you on Instagram at,
yes,
also in this, and I'll put this in the comments because I'm going to repost this.
I'm on Instagram, Facebook. Yes.
Okay. At Dalon's Travel, you can also find, the link is in the bio for the next reset room, which starts on May 9th. You don't want to miss it. I do have some spots open for privates. So double check that. That is a limited time offer. I'm still doing a few privates, and I do have a couple spots open for that for this next cohort time frame. Some people like to couple the privates with the reset room so they get like a double dose during the week, and that's available for you. You can just go to the link in my bio. Y'all, I think, oh, Daphne, one more thing. So if
Yes.
people are like ready to go, but they want it to be a comfortable transition, do you offer any payment plans? How can they at least reserve their spot by the 29th? How does that work?
Yes, we can arrange payment plans. I have a PayPal account. We can do that for you. Just contact me, not a problem. Yes, we can
I love
arrange
that.
payment.
I love
Yes.
that.
Hmm.
Thank you, Daphne. And
Thank
listen,
you.
I love seeing you.
Listen, everybody better sign up for this reset, okay? This reset is what it is. It's got it going on. I'm excited. She's got me like literally. I mean, Tracy has always been an inspiration ever since we met. Do you remember when we first met?
I think we met, well, we certainly met New Jersey, and it
Hotel.
certainly was
Yes.
at a
So,
hotel.
okay, I'm gonna
And
say this really
we won't
quick.
say the name of the hotel, but it was at a hotel, and I was probably on
It was the
fire,
hotel,
and I
and
had
do you
hair.
remember what you? Yeah, you know what you said to me? You said, "Are you spying?" That was what you said to me.
Are you spying on what? What did I say?
Remember, this particular hotel had changes going on with management and the team, and so I did come in to spy,
Oh, maybe.
and we
I'm so
connected that way.
astute. Yeah,
Listen,
you can't get anything past me. Listen,
I
y'all, at
know.
the time I had like, I was in charge of like 4,000 young people,
Yes, yes,
and I had like two staff, and I relied completely on our amazing at the time Daphne and our hotel team,
yes,
because I held weekly conferences there with these 4,000 people,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I was slightly paranoid for sure, and certainly type A, and I was the director. So absolutely. Plus, I am Tracy Denise Warfield, Gemini, who is not playing around. But the great thing was that I came to know that I had a highly professional ally on my team who was spying. But no one could spy on me, and I don't turn it into you're my ally. For sure. And now friends of, gosh, 20 years or so. So I am just so grateful to be able to serve you and to inspire you, and not to inspire you, but to give you the tools, some of the tools. You already had what you need. And I will close with this. We all have what we need. You can harken back to when my focus was completely on wellness. By the way, y'all, that's not gone. For those of you, I'm like, that's who I am in my soul. This is what I live. So for some of you are like, this is a change. Yeah, it is. And I announced that absolutely this is a change. And by Tracy, this is an evolution in what I've learned and what I've gained, and how I can better help more people to live the life that they want and design the life that they want, and to not want to escape, especially as we move through these very, very challenging times in life in this world. I have learned that. So I have also learned that in order to grow, evolution is necessary. And if we can use the things that we have learned over time to help other people, what a gift. What other form of wellness is there other than to serve? That has always been my gift. Thank you, universe, right? And that has always been a wonder for me. So to be able to do that with people that I enjoy, and that's why Daphne is here. We also have, if you want to read my newsletter, go to the link in the bio. You can sign up there. There are other people in the reset room and who are having tremendous success. And when I say success, I mean what that means for you in moving their lives forward, and literally overnight are in a different mind space. And that's how it happens. Believe me, this is not a gimmick. I know, because I live it every day. With that, I want to thank my friend. Hey, Masood, so glad you joined us. Watch this in the replay. We're going to let you all go tonight. Daphne, to be continued. I'm coming to
Yes.
the Bahamas. Let's chat offline about how I make that happen. In my June is my birthday, y'all. So anyone want to give me a trip to the Bahamas? But again, I don't care about the bag. Make sure it's first class. All right, everyone. Have a great evening, Daphne. We'll talk soon. See you
Okay.
in the reset.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.